And yeah, if you guys have any doubts, I'll be on the channel itself. You know my talk here wala. And yeah, as and when you guys have any doubts, dal do. I'll try to like answer them beach mein or like at the end of the session. Yeah, so should I start? I think I'll start. It's almost 7. All right, so I'll start. Okay, so today's also I was asked to go slower thoda, so I'll be speaking at a slower rate today. I mean, इतना लंबा नहीं, it should get over in 30 minutes or something. हाँ हाँ ठीक है, हंस लो हंस लो, ठीक है. चलो I'll start then. So today's topic is cough, all right. So जैसा हमने yesterday किया, we'll first look at the causes of cough, ठीक है. Hey guys, also make down notes, हाँ, because I won't be sending written notes today, ठीक है. I realize it takes काफी लंबा time, so I don't want to write it down again. Please लिख लो आज. All right. So yeah. Jesse, we did with breathlessness yesterday. We'll first look at the causes of cough. All right. So cough is very simple. There are just two classifications of cough. ठीक है. सबसे पहले there's acute cough and हमने breathlessness onset के basis पे define किया था. Cough will be defining on the basis of duration. ठीक है. So any cough that has been lasting for less than 3 weeks. This is important. Teachers will ask you this in Viva. Any cough that has been lasting less than 3 weeks is called acute. ठीक है. All right. So this person comes to you, you ask him, भैया कितने हफ्तों से आपको खांसी आ रही है? That guy is like 1 week or 2 weeks. So that falls under acute cough. All right. So what are the causes of acute cough? The foreign body ingestion. All right. Foreign body ingestion. Second cause is an upper respiratory tract infection. URTI. ठीक है. URTI as in sore throat, runny nose, rhinosinusitis. Don't need to write it down. अलग से just write down upper respiratory tract infection. ठीक है. Third cause is pneumonia. Self-explanatory. I don't need to say anything about this. Pneumonia लिख दो. Finally, fourth cause under acute cough, infective exacerbation of COPD. ठीक है. अलग से COPD मत लिखो. It is an infective exacerbation of COPD. Those are two different things. ठीक है. An infective exacerbation of COPD. All right. So मैंने दो तुमको चार causes बताया, उसमें से the last three ones, upper respiratory tract infection, pneumonia, and infective exacerbation of COPD. Around these last three causes, make a box and bracket में लिख दो these are infective causes. ठीक है, make sense? All right. URI, pneumonia और COPD का infective exacerbation के around, make a box around these three and club them under infective causes. All right. Fine. चलो. Now we'll move on to chronic cough. ठीक है. Any cough that lasts for more than 3 weeks. This person comes to you, भैया आपको कितने हफ्तों से खांसी आ रही है? ठीक है. That guy is like 2 months, 3 months, 1 year, 2 years, 5 years, 10 years. All that is chronic cough. ठीक है. So any cough that lasts 3 weeks is chronic cough. All right. So first we'll discuss इसका respiratory causes. ठीक है. There's some miscellaneous causes, ज्यादा नहीं है, दो तीन ही है. First we'll discuss respiratory causes. ठीक है. Make three columns and respiratory causes को group them under सबसे पहले bronchial first column in the airways, second column in the parenchyma, in the lung parenchyma. ठीक है. And the third column is for pleural causes. All right. Chronic cough lasting for more than 3 weeks. Respiratory causes. Make three columns. First column for bronchial causes. Second column for अपना lung parenchyma. And third column for pleura. All right. या सो सबसे पहले एयरवे के कॉजेज में लिख दो. सबसे पहले एस्थमा. ठीक है. एस्थमा इज अ ब्रोंकियल कंडीशन, वी ऑल नो दैट. एस्थमा लिख दो. ठीक है. एस्थमा के बाद अभी सिर्फ सीओपीडी लिखो. सीओपीडी, क्रॉनिक ऑब्स्ट्रक्टिव पल्मोनरी डिजीज. ठीक है. एंड इफ यू गाइस had attended yesterday का सेशन, I told you COPD is of two types, emphysema and chronic bronchitis. ठीक है. emphysema में breathlessness ज्यादा होता है बट कफ, एंड chronic bronchitis में there's more of coughing but there's less of breathlessness. So COPD में ब्रैकेट में लिख दो chronic bronchitis. I'm not referring to emphysema here. I'm referring to COPD का chronic bronchitis वाला variant. All right. ठीक है. चलो. So that's two causes under airway का. लिख दो ब्रोंकिक्टेसिस। BRONCHIECTASIS, ब्रोंकिक्टेसिस। ठीक है, वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट। इसका शॉर्ट केस भी आता है फाइनली में। तो राइट डाउन ब्रोंकिक्टेसिस। एंड सबसे एंड में लिख दो ब्रोंकियल कार्सिनोमा, एयरवे में, फोर्थ कॉज। एंड वन ब्रोंकियल कार्सिनोमा, ब्रोंकोजेनिक कार्सिनोमा, व्हाट डू यू वांट टू call it, lung cancer. See, many people think lung cancer actually lung parenchyma में होता है. It is not the case. Actually, 99% of lung cancer I think arise from the airways. वो bronchial lining से arise होते हैं and they compress the airways. ठीक है. So just keep that in mind. So write down bronchial carcinoma. ठीक है. चलो we'll come to parenchyma. Parenchyma is pretty easy. Pulmonary TB लिख दो. Tuberculosis. All right. Pulmonary tuberculosis. All right. Pulmonary tuberculosis के बाद लिख दो pulmonary embolism. Pulmonary embolism. Pulmonary embolism. And after pulmonary embolism, write down interstitial lung disease, ILD. Only three causes. ILD. Okay. So yeah, under parenchyma, there's pulmonary TB, pulmonary embolism, and interstitial lung disease. Okay. And finally, last वाला प्लूरा में से एक ही है, pleural effusion. ठीक है, pleural effusion. If you guys want to write it down, you can write down pleural mesothelioma as well. It is a type of cancer that arises in the pleura, but थोड़ा हाई फाई हो जाएगा. आई मीन इट्स वेरी वेरी रेयर. इफ यू वांट टू राइट इट डाउन, यू कैन राइट इट डाउन. वी वोंट बी टेकिंग हिस्ट्री पॉइंट्स फॉर दिस, बट ठीक है. इफ यू वांट टू राइट इट डाउन, प्लूरल एफ्यूजन लिख दो एंड प्लूरल मीजोथीलियोमा लिख दो. इट इज बेसिकली अ कैंसर ऑफ द. उसकी वजह से प्लूरल इरिटेशन होता है एंड प्लूरल इरिटेशन की वजह से ड्राई कफिंग होगी. ठीक है. Always remember, whenever the lung gets irritated, you will have dry cough. Whenever the lung gets infected, you will have productive cough. ठीक है. I'll come to this later. I'll be explaining this. उसका टेंशन मत लो. But pleural, write down pleural effusion and pleural mesothelium. All right. All right. Three columns हमने भर दिए. Next come down to miscellaneous causes. एक ही लाइन में लिख दो फटाफट. Congestive cardiac failure. ठीक है. In yesterday's session, I had actually forgotten to tell you guys कि congestive cardiac failure में भी cough मिलता है. It is like pink frothy serous type. I'll describe it later, but just keep in mind कि there's only one cardiac condition जिसमें coughing मिलता है. That is congestive cardiac failure. ठीक है. Next miscellaneous causes gastroesophageal reflux disease, GERD. GERD, GERD. All right. And the last one is chronic smoking. A person is a chronic smoker. What else? Nothing to explain here. So three miscellaneous causes: congestive cardiac failure, GERD, and chronic smoking. Yeah. All right. We are done with the causes. Uh, I'll move on to proper history now. History कैसे लेते हैं? ठीक है. I'll give you guys a minute to catch up on whatever you've written. I'll go slow today. Just read once जो भी तुमने लिखा है. Like, it'll make more sense आगे when I continue. Yeah, yeah. To yoga pick is nice. Exactly how it's to be written. अरे बाप रे, people are typing. No my god. Uh, ठीक है, चलो. I'll continue. Let's come to proper history taking. ठीक है. Yesterday मैंने बताया था कि we have to take history according to Socrates. We'll follow the same format here. ठीक है. If we follow the same format, याद रहता है what is to be asked. ठीक है. All right. S for sight. Does sight of cuff make any sense to you? What is sight of cuff? Doesn't make any sense. So we'll ignore Socrates का S. We'll ignore sight here. There's nothing to be written under sight. All right. Let us come to O. ठीक है. O is for onset, duration, and progress. All right. Onset, duration, and progress. ठीक है. Onset में see, when I speak about onset, I'm basically referring to two things. ठीक है. Was the onset acute or chronic? ठीक है. मतलब ऑनसेट वाज अचानक से स्टार्ट हुआ विच इज अक्यूट, और इंसीडियसली इट स्टार्टेड. ठीक है. Like person does not realize कि person cannot pinpoint when exactly my cough started, when exactly my chest pain started. हम कहते हैं ना chest pain of the you ask the person, he cannot pinpoint a specific date as to when his cough started. ठीक है. So just as a rule of thumb, always remember that cough is generally insidious in onset. सिर्फ एक टाइप का cough acute onset होता है. Alright. And if you look closely at your list, there is only one type of cough जो बहुत acute onset होता है. That is foreign body. ठीक है. Foreign body का cough will be acute in onset and the person will give you history of choking and sudden onset coughing. ठीक है. Alright. So onset में write down there's only one special point under onset. Just as the person that prior to of cough was there in history of choking. ठीक है. And if the person is old enough, वो directly तुमको बोल देगा कि I have ingested some foreign body or something. ठीक है. So under onset, just लिख दो. In general, cough is insidious in onset, but foreign body can be acute in onset and it is associated with history of choking. All right, fine. I think onset is इतना ही onset में there's nothing much. Let's come to duration. ODP का duration ठीक है. Duration, I've just given you the classification, acute or chronic. So duration, just mention it on the basis of classification जो भी मैंने दिया है. ठीक. You'll ask the person for duration of cough. बंदा बोल देगा एक महीने से चल रहा है. 1 month is approximately 4 weeks, slightly more than 4 weeks. So just club that cough under chronic category. ठीक है. Alright. If the person comes to you एक साल से कफ चल रही है, club that under chronic. If the person comes to you बोल रहा है मुझे एक हफ्ते से खांसी हो रही है, club that under acute. So duration में वही है. ठीक है. ये थोड़ा स्मार्ट ऐसे if the cough has been lasting for 20 if the cough has been lasting for 22 days, ठीक है, so that's slightly more than 3 weeks. So don't put it on the chronic cough, वो थोड़ा ग्रे जोन हो जाता है. ठीक है. So I have to consider both acute and chronic. ठीक है. those these cases become थोड़ा tricky. ठीक है. So just use थोड़ा common sense wherever you can. So don't come for my throat कि जेलो ने बोला था 3 weeks के अंदर is acute cough, but yeah, it's been there for 24 days, so मैंने chronic में डाल दिया. Don't do that. ठीक है. All right. So ODP में we have discussed O and D. Let's come to progress. Progress is the same everywhere in all medicine cases. Progress we have to mention whether it is static, whether it is improving, or whether it is worsening. Token points, nothing special. ठीक है. Progress we have to mention whether it is static, whether it is improving, or whether it is worsening. All right. And then there's a special point in progress. ठीक है. Progress में तुमको बताना है is the cough intermittent in nature or is the cough continuous in nature. Yeah. Now, what is the difference? ठीक है. This person comes to you. He's been having cough since like 1 year. ठीक है. And then बंदा बोलता है कि मुझे एक साल से हमेशा कफ आ रहा है. Like there's no periods of rest in between. एक साल से all 365 days I've been having cough daily, non-stop. ठीक है. That is continuous. Intermittent is like person is having cough for 1 year. Person will be like 2 महीना आता है. एक महीना मुझे आराम मिलता है. फिर वापस एक महीना आता है. फिर देन 3 महीना कुछ नहीं होता है. बट देन अगेन एक महीना मुझे खांसी आती है. ठीक है. दैट इज व्हाट आई रेफर टू एज इंटर. सो द थिंग इज इंटरमिटेंट कफ किस में मिलता है. there's only two causes as such. I mean मिल सकता है किसी में भी, but there's only two particular causes which are to pinpoint the cough is intermittent. ठीक है. Asthma. ठीक है. If you guys remember, asthma में there's periods of there's basically symptom free periods और फिर अचानक asthma का अटैक आता है. ठीक है. Always remember, asthma is not a continuous pathology. Person is totally fine in between. ठीक है. But then suddenly the person gets asthmatic attacks. In बीच में asthma में बंदे को breathlessness नहीं होती है. ठीक है. He is totally symptom free. The person can go about doing this totally symptom free. ठीक है. But then अचानक से like for 1 week he'll have an asthmatic attack and he'll have to go to the hospital. Then for like 2 months he's symptom free. Of course, this depends on how severe the asthma is. Most severe the asthma, the lesser is the duration of the symptom free period. ठीक है. If we are talking about severe asthma, it will be like 3 days the person is symptom free. फिर एक दिन अचानक से asthma का attack आना. ठीक है. So asthma का cough, asthma का breathlessness as well as asthma का cough, both are intermittent in nature. And then the second, or wait, is Jolo saying something? Of course, I'm saying something. Is Mochika network getting cut off? I don't know. Just sort it out. And then the second cause of intermittent cough is pulmonary embolism. All right, pulmonary embolism. बीच बीच में DVT होता है, बीच बीच में क्लॉट्स गोइंग टू द लंग एंड बीच बीच में ब्रेथलेसनेस के अटैक्स आते हैं, राइट? ठीक है। सो अंडर इंटरमिटेंट जस्ट राइट डाउन पल्मोनरी एम्बोलिज्म एंड अस्थमा। ठीक है। ऑल राइट, आई रिपीट माई सेल्फ। ऑनसेट में in general cough is insidious on onset except for foreign body which will be associated with choking. ड्यूरेशन जस्ट ड्यूरेशन तो क्लासिफिकेशन के बेसिस पे बोलना है जो मैंने तुमको दिया स्टार्टिंग में। एंड देन प्रोग्रेस में सबसे पहला पॉइंट इज इट स्टार्टिंग इंप्रूविंग और वर्सनिंग? ठीक है। एंड द नेक्स्ट पॉइंट इज इट इंटरमिटेंट और कंटिन्यूस? In general, cough is mostly continuous in nature, can be intermittent in pulmonary embolism and asthma. Alright, fine. अरे मोची पैनिक मत करो, नोट्स भेज देंगे। यू जस्ट रिकनेक्ट एंड लिसन, डोंट वरी। ऑलराइट, लेट्स कम टू सी, सोक्रेटिस का सी which is does। हाँ भालू बोलना, कुछ हुआ क्या? Should I go slower? Yeah, pulmonary embolism will have intermittent breathlessness as well, सही है, yes. Both asthma and pulmonary embolism will both have intermittent cough as well as intermittent breathlessness. That is common sense, you know. All right, so I'll move on to character now. Yeah, sure, no worries. Doubts पूछते रहो, I'll keep answering as and when. ठीक है। Let us move to character. सेम जुगाड़ करना है कैरेक्टर में भी, लाइक वी सेड यस्टरडे। अंडर ब्रेथलेसनेस मैंने तुमको 3 पॉइंट्स बोले थे, डायनल वेरिएशन, सीजनल वेरिएशन एंड पोस्ट। सो द सेम थिंग्स वी हैव टू मेंशन हियर, ठीक है। चलो, दस सम इंटरेस्टिंग पॉइंट्स। डायनल वेरिएशन किस में मिलेगा? Diurnal variation can be of two types. My cough is getting worse in the night, and my cough is getting worse during the mornings when I just wake up. ठीक है? All right. So diurnal variation में, ठीक है, which type of cough becomes worse at night? Very easy. Asthma and congestive cardiac failure. ठीक है? There's only two types. ठीक है? या nocturnal cough. ठीक है? अपना सादा रेगुलर वाला अस्थमा and congestive cardiac failure. All right. These two become worse during the night. ठीक है? Now there's one very interesting point. Which type of cough becomes worse in the morning? ठीक है? ठीक है, दिस विल बी थोड़ा कंफ्यूजिंग, डोंट कंफ्यूज इट अप, क्योंकि मैंने यस्टरडे बोला था कि सीओपीडी, नहीं नॉट सीओपीडी, जस्ट इग्नोर व्हाट आई, क्रॉनिक ब्रोंकाइटिस सीओपीडी का बिकम्स वर्स ड्यूरिंग द मॉर्निंग। आई टेल यू व्हाई। ठीक है, जस्ट राइट डाउन फर्स्ट, सीओपीडी का क्रॉनिक ब्रोंकाइटिस बिकम्स वर्स इन द मॉर्निंग। ठीक है, सी सो व्हाट एग्जैक्टली हैपेंड? ठीक है, सीओपीडी क्रॉनिक ब्रोंकाइटिस, ठीक है, क्रॉनिक ब्रोंकाइटिस इज बेसिकली इन्फ्लेमेशन ऑफ द एयरवेज, ब्रोंकाई। ठीक है, सो व्हाट हैपेंस, अभी तुम रात भर सो रहे हो, ठीक है, ऑलराइट, यू आर स्लीपिंग, ठीक है। सो द थिंग इज, ऑल योर सिक्रीशंस, ऑल योर इन्फ्लेमेटरी सिक्रीशंस जो है, दे आर जस्ट गेटिंग कलेक्टेड इन द एयरवेज। ठीक है ना, दे आर जस्ट गेटिंग कलेक्टेड। You wake up during the morning, you suddenly wake up, due to gravity all those secretions will fall into the alveoli। ठीक है, वो जो भी इन्फ्लेमेटरी सिक्रेशंस है वो जाके alveoli में ड्रॉप इन हो जाते हैं। ठीक है, and once they drop into the alveoli, then it is a natural lung reflex। अगर if any secretions are getting collected in the alveoli, it is a protective mechanism of the lung कि you'll start coughing and you'll try to drain out those secretions। इसके वजह से early morning cough, especially worsening during the mornings, is seen in chronic bronchitis, COPD। All right. So if any person comes to you with chronic cough, person's like I've been having cough for I've been having cough for 2 years, and मुझे बहुत खांसी बेकार हो जाती है, like early morning my cough is very, so always like you should pinpoint chronic bronchitis, COPD। All right. So this is about diurnal variation। ठीक है, let us come to postural variation। उसके पहले seasonal variation लिख दो फटाफट से, asthma लिख दो, nothing much। If the person tells you my cough is getting worse in the winters, there's nothing man, it's basically asthma। easy हो गया कि तुम्हारे लिए। तो seasonal variation में asthma लिख दो। And let's come to postural variation। ठीक है, postural variation में again congestive cardiac failure, है ना, CCF का cough will become worse on supine। congestive cardiac failure का breathlessness become worse on supine position। congestive cardiac failure का cough also becomes worse on supine position। ठीक है, राइट डाउन कंजेस्टिव कार्डियक फेलियर एंड उसके बाद दो ब्रोंकिकटेसिस. ऑलराइट, ब्रोंकिकटेसिस. इनफैक्ट इफ यू रीड ब्रोंकिकटेसिस का थियरी, ठीक है, a major part of its treatment is just physiotherapy. ठीक है, physiotherapists are, they tell down the person to lie in अजीब अजीब weird positions based on which lobe of the lung is involved, and उसके basis पे you force out secretion, basically you force out coughing. ठीक है, ये तुमको पढ़ना पड़ेगा bronchiectasis का what exact logic of postural drainage. You'll learn it in third minor or something. For now just write down bronchiectasis. All right, so postural variation में congestive cardiac failure and bronchiectasis. All right, ठीक है. Now we come to the most important part. ठीक है, uh, uh, how am I stuttering? Character of cup. All right, character of cup. Oh, sorry, we are done with character. We are done with yeah. Under character only. Now, अभी तुमको कब describe as a productive or non-productive? Shouldn't GERD increase on? It can, but मैं यहाँ I'm focusing on respiratory causes. But GERD का history is quite clear. The person will tell you that my cough becomes worse after meals. ठीक है? So you'll have no difficulty in asking GRD का history. बोलेगा मुझे हार्ट बर्न होता है. I'm coming to that. I'm coming to GRD. Person will tell you that after meals मेरा कफ वर्स हो जाता है and I have heartburn का problem. ठीक है, so that should be more than enough to diagnose GRD. I'll describe it later again. ठीक है, I'm coming to that. Yeah, so sorry I started थोड़ा. We are done with S. We are done with O, that is ODP. We are currently describing character. Character may have described 3 points: seasonal, diurnal, and postural. Now, under character again, we have to describe whether it is productive cough or non-productive cough. This is very, very, very important. ठीक है, वाइवा में टीचर्स को तुम्हारी लेनी है तो यहाँ लेंगे. ठीक है, and if you stutter up here, your marks are being cut. ठीक है, write this down carefully. ठीक है, now you have to describe whether the cough is productive or non-productive. ठीक है, first of all हम फटाफट बोल देंगे which type of cough is non-productive. ठीक है, is that fine? All right. Go to your list of causes. We'll classify one एक बार. ठीक है, so yeah, सबसे पहले मैंने फॉरेन बॉडी लिखा था. Will foreign body be productive or non-productive? Foreign body is productive, of course, because foreign body की वजह से lung is just being irritated. ठीक है, always remember irritation of the lung non-productive cough, infection of the lung productive cough. ठीक है, foreign body की वजह से infection हो सकता है lung का, but we won't go there. That is आगे की बात. Just let it be for now. Foreign body, irritation of the lung, write down non-productive cough. All right. Let's come to upper respiratory tract infection. ठीक है. Now you must be like upper respiratory tract infection to भाई infection है. It should be productive. But what I'm saying is infection of the lung. ठीक है. When the lungs get infected तभी तुमको productive cough मिलेगा. Upper respiratory tract infection में lungs का infection नहीं हो रहा है. Otherwise इसको LRTI नहीं बुलाते थे. ठीक है. Upper respiratory tract infection, sore throat, irritation of the throat, उसकी वजह से dry cough. Alright. अपर रेस्पिरेटरी ट्रैक में तुमको रनी नोज मिल सकता है. ठीक है, डोंट कंफ्यूज रनी नोज विद कफ. ठीक है, समटाइम्स व्हाट हैपेंस इज दैट रनी नोज का जो भी है सिक्रेशंस, you swallow it and it comes out through your mouth. I know what I'm saying is disgusting, but उसको post nasal drip बोलते हैं. ठीक है, that is not cough. Don't confuse it with cough. ठीक है, you're having a runny nose. ठीक है, you swallow it and then अचानक से it comes out through your mouth. People confuse it with cough. उसको cough नहीं बोलते हैं. That is called PND, post nasal drip. That is called post nasal drip. ठीक है, but it is not cough. Upper respiratory tract infection में तुमको URTM में तुमको ड्राई कफ मिलेगा. हेलो guys, just a second. My mom is calling. I'll mute them. Yeah, all right, guys, I'm back. Where were we? I was at. Oh, all right. I was going through the list of causes. ठीक है. So foreign body, non-productive cough. Upper respiratory tract infection, people confuse it with cough, but वो जो होता है उसको post nasal drip बोलता है. ठीक है. So tract infection is also just throat का irritation, तो उसकी वजह से sore throat मिलेगा. Sorry, उसकी वजह से non-productive cough मिलेगा. Alright, fine. उसके बाद pneumonia, nothing to explain here. Productive cough, infection of the lung. Alright, fine. उसके बाद infective exacerbation of COPD and lung infection. This will be productive in nature. ठीक है. Infective exacerbation of COPD, productive cough with sputum. Let us come to chronic. Chronic में मैंने सबसे पहले बताया था तुमको अस्थमा. ठीक है. Alright. So the thing is, even yesterday मैंने तुमको बोला था कि अस्थमा का cough is it kind of doesn't fall under productive. It doesn't fall under non-productive also. ठीक है. Asthma का cough is its own distinguished criteria. Alright. So just write down asthma ka cough. I'll actually tell you guys how to describe cough nicely. So how Indian professors like it. Okay. So for now, just write down. It is a whitish mucoid type of cough. Okay. All right. Write down asthma में whitish slash grayish slash clear mucoid type of cough. Okay. Can have three different types of colors. Don't worry, I'll come to all these descriptions later. But for now, write down whitish slash grayish slash clear and mucoid type of, ठीक है, asthma में. All right, fine. Asthma बता दिया. COPD, COPD again, productive cough, chronic bronchitis, inflammation of the lung airways. All right, so COPD वाला productive cough, ठीक है. उसके बाद bronchiectasis also has productive cough, infection होती है lungs की, ठीक है. So bronchiectasis is productive cough. Next, bronchial carcinoma. People get confused in this, but bronchial carcinoma की वजह से बस lung का irritation होता है, ठीक है. Lung का irritation नहीं होता है, except in end stages where lung is being. So bronchial carcinoma को dry cough में लिख दो, ठीक है. Any person with lung cancer will come to you with dry cough, ठीक है. So write down bronchial carcinoma under non-productive cough, ठीक है. चलो let's come to the parenchymal causes. That's pulmonary TB. Pulmonary TB में it is a lung infection. Of course you'll have productive cough. All right, fine. Pulmonary embolism, ठीक है. Deep venous thrombosis होता है, ठीक है. The clot gets stuck into the lung and the clot causes irritation of the lung, ठीक है. That clot basically damages the lung. It causes irritation of the surrounding parenchyma. तो उसकी वजह से non-productive cough होता है. All right. Yeah. So pulmonary embolism is non-productive cough. Uh, interstitial lung disease, again, lung fibrosis हो रहा है. There's irritation of the lung. So interstitial lung disease is non-productive cough. Again, all right. ILD is non-productive cough. Fine. उसके बाद pleural causes. Both pleural effusion and pleural mesothelioma are basically irritation of the lung pleura. So again, these will be non-productive. Pleural effusion and pleural mesothelioma. Pleura का irritation हो रहा है. Since the lungs are getting irritated here, the reflex mechanism is to start coughing. Okay, so it will be a dry type of cough, non-productive. All right, fine. Let's come to the miscellaneous causes. Miscellaneous में congestive cardiac failure है. इसका description दूंगा. ठीक है. I'll describe asthma and congestive cardiac failure का cough again. Don't worry about it. GRD and chronic smoking दोनों में non-productive. ठीक है. GERD and chronic smoking. Write down cough. All right. Fine. That was long. So we have described कौन सा cough productive होता है and कौन सा cough non-productive होता है. Now this is the most important part. ठीक है. How do you actually describe cough? ठीक है. All right. Indian professors love it if you put it in this format. ठीक है. चलो सबसे पहले लिख दो color. ठीक है. How do you describe cough? Highlight this part. I don't know. Put stickers. Put as many stars as you can with your colored pencils. All right. How do you describe cough? The first point is color. ठीक है. Won't smoking cause productive cough though? Yes, it can. In case the person is smoking और उसको infection हो गई due to smoking. Since predisposes a person to infection, ठीक है. So that infection will basically be pneumonia, ठीक है. Smoking की वजह से अगर infection, the lungs will lead to pneumonia. Then we'll describe it under pneumonia. But if you're just telling about a person who smokes regularly and is in a healthy condition, so that will be dry cough, non-product, ठीक है, because just lungs का irritation होता है. All right. Yeah. So I was at how do you describe cough? सबसे पहले कलर लिख दो. कलर के बाद तुमको क्वालिटी डिस्क्राइब करनी है कफ की. क्वालिटी, ठीक है. अंडर क्वालिटी राइट डाउन 3 points. It can be mucoid, it can be purulent, or it can be blood stained. All right. First मैंने कलर बोला. Second point is quality. Under quality, write down 3 sub-points. It can be cough can be mucous, it can be purulent, or it can be blood stained. All right. Third point, is it foul tasting? ठीक है. Is it foul tasting? All right. Fourth point, does it have a foul odor? ठीक है. Does it have a foul odor? All right. Does it have a foul odor? And the last point is quantity, which you can describe in terms of katori or whatever. 300 ml 400 ml बोलने मत जाओ, चिढ़ जाते हैं, ठीक है. लाइक तुमको कैसे पता कितना है, whatever. You can say कि एक कटोरी था, so that is approximately 250 ml. So this person has been coughing 250 ml in a day, ठीक है. But शाना मत बनो, don't go to say ml and all. Just describe it in terms of cups or katoris or whatever. Fine. Yeah, if you say 98 ml, you're feeling and prof. Don't do that. Okay, so I'll quickly give you an example like how to run through this. Okay? Suppose this patient comes to me. This person has pneumonia. Okay? He's a classical case of pneumonia. Okay? So how will I describe the cough? Listen to me carefully now. Okay? How will I describe the cough? So there's this person. He comes to me with greenish, yellowish, purulent cough, which is foul tasting. It has a foul odor. Approximately 2 katoris per. ठीक है. This is how you describe it when you write down HOPI. ठीक है. All right. I'll say it again. I'll give you another example. Suppose this person comes to me with asthma. All right. How will I describe it? ठीक है. This person comes to me with whitish, grayish, or clear in color, mucoid in quality, not foul tasting, no foul odor, and quantity जितना भी बताना है तुमको 1 cup, 2 cups or whatever. So did you get a hang of it? तुमको कफ कैसे describe करना? Actually HOPI. ठीक है. I'll give you guys another example because this is very very important. ठीक है. Suppose this person comes to me with lung cancer. Let's take an example of lung cancer. ठीक है. All right. So this is actually a trick question because कफ ही it is a non-productive type of कफ. तुम कलर में क्या describe करोगे? तुम quality में क्या describe करोगे? How can it be foul tasting? How can it be foul odor? How can it have a quantity? Because it is non-productive type of कफ. All right. I'll give you guys another example. Assume the person comes to you with bronchiectasis. ठीक है. Person is coming to you with bronchiectasis. So the thing is, bronchiectasis का cough. I'll describe other types of cough. Don't worry. But bronchiectasis का cough. I heard you say yesterday how many katoris were generation of भालू इसका मुझे पता नहीं. I'm not sure because अलग-अलग teachers considered it to be अलग-अलग quantities of katoris. So I'll stay away from saying anything. मैं I won't go there. ठीक है. बट हाँ मुझे एग्जैक्ट कटोरीज की वैल्यू नहीं पता. सो बट एज अ रूल ऑफ थंब इतना पकड़ लो. ठीक है. All right. So what was I saying? I was going to describe bronchiectasis का cough. So how will I describe it? Bronchiectasis का cough is of course productive in nature. बहुत सारा infection होता है and it can have sometimes tinges of blood. So how will I describe it? So this person comes to me with greenish, yellowish color of cough, sometimes associated with streaks, sometimes associated with reddish streaks, which is blood, and it is mucoid as well as purulent. It is mucoid as well as purulent as well as blood stained in quality. ठीक है. It is foul tasting, foul odor and quantity जो भी तुमको describe करना है बता दो. ठीक है. So I think you guys got a hang of how to cough nicely. ठीक है. So can I move on to the different types of cough now? ठीक है. I think I'll take a break thoda. All right. I'll just give you guys like 2-3 minutes to catch up on whatever I've said. In case anyone wants to catch up on notes, yeah, I'll go drink water. You guys want to catch up on notes? Just pictures डाल दो तुम्हारे notes can just copy it down. I'll be back in 2-3 minutes. ठीक है? All right. All right, guys, I'm back. Chalo. So I was about to describe different types of coughs, है ना? ठीक है. चलो, let's come to it. Uh, which one should I describe first? All right. ठीक है. So सबसे पहले congestive cardiac failure लिख दो. ठीक है. Let's describe CCF का cough. All right. Let us describe congestive cardiac failure का cough. All right. चलो. Category pinkish, pinkish. ठीक है. We'll just follow the headings which we have written. हमने जो 5 headings बताए cough के, we'll just fill those in. ठीक है. So congestive cardiac failure. Color light pinkish. ठीक है. Light pink. All right. Quality. ठीक है. It is neither mucoid, it is neither purulent, it is neither bloodstained. Instead frothy लिख दो. Frothy. FROHY. Frothy. All right. Is it foul tasting? No, it's not foul tasting. Would it be? Of course, it doesn't. Why would it have a bad odor? ठीक है. Quantity I don't know जितना भी है लिख देना. ठीक है. और get a hang of it. तुमको कफ कैसे डिस्क्राइब करना है. Just fill in whatever headings I've told you. ठीक है. Just fill in whatever headings I've told you. ठीक है. Let us come to asthma. ठीक है. Let us come to asthma. Color. अस्थमा का कलर कुछ भी हो सकता है. इट कैन बी वाइटिश, इट कैन बी ग्रेइश और इट कैन बी क्लियर कलर. ठीक है. इट कैन बी वाइटिश, इट कैन बी ग्रेइश, इट कैन बी क्लियर कलर. ऑलराइट. लेट अस कम टू क्वालिटी. अस्थमा का I'd go with mucoid. ठीक है. अस्थमा का इज वेरी स्टिकी स्टिकी, चिपकू चिपकू. आई डोंट नो दैट्स हाउ दे टेल इट एंड हाउ दे टेल इट यहाँ पे, चिपकू चिपकू का. सो जस्ट राइट डाउन mucoid. ऑलराइट. अस्थमा में it's not foul tasting. It does not have a bad odor, ठीक है, and quantity जितना भी है लिख देना. What person tells you in history, ठीक है. Alright. Now let us come to infective causes. लंग, ठीक है. I'm clubbing all infective causes under one heading only, ठीक है. Alright. Fine. Color में it can be yellowish or greenish, ठीक है. It can be yellowish or greenish. Alright. कलर में येलोइश और ग्रीनिश लिख दो. क्वालिटी में लिख दो प्यूरिलेंट और म्यूकोप्यूरिलेंट, ठीक है. सो अ कॉम्बिनेशन ऑफ म्यूकोइड प्लस प्यूरिलेंट इज कॉल्ड म्यूकोप्यूरिलेंट, ठीक है. अभी वो तुमको वर्ड्स में ही देख के समझेगा व्हाट इज म्यूकोप्यूरिलेंट एंड व्हाट इज प्यूरिलेंट, ठीक है. यू हैव टू सी इमेजेस फॉर दैट, आई कैन नॉट डिस्क्राइब इट यहां, ठीक है. सो बेसिकली इन्फेक्टिव कॉजेस कैन बी इन्फेक्टिव कॉजेस कैन बी प्यूरिलेंट और म्यूकोप्यूरिलेंट. ऑलराइट. फॉल टेस्टिंग, यस इट कैन बी फॉल टेस्टिंग. प्लस माइनस लिख दो भाई, जरूरी नहीं है इट शुड बी फॉल टेस्टिंग, ठीक है. राइट डाउन अ प्लस माइनस, ठीक है. फाउल ऑर्डर अगेन नॉट नेसेसरी बट इट कैन हैव, तो प्लस माइनस लिख दो फाउल ऑर्डर के अंदर, ठीक है. एंड क्वांटिटी वॉट एवर द पर्सन टेल्स यू इन हिस्ट्री. ऑलराइट. यप. ठीक है. सो वी आर डन विद डिस्क्राइबिंग productive and non-productive की headings के अंदर. So now there's one very important point. When do you see blood and cough? Color for infectious, yellowish or greenish? Yellowish or greenish? Yellow green. Yellow slash green, yellowish greenish, whatever combination. Doesn't matter, वो समझ जाता है देख के. ठीक है. Now this is important. This is important. Uh, Teachers like to ask this question. In what condition will you find blood, cough? ठीक है. Reddish streaks. Very important. फटाफट से लिख दो. क्रॉनिक ब्रोंकाइटिस, सीओपीडी. ये रट्टा मार दो, ठीक है. ये रट्टा ही मार दो. There's nothing to understand here. Basically डैमेज जिसकी वजह से ब्लड वेसल्स गेट इरोडेड एंड you'll have blood in your cough, ठीक है. Just ratify this part. Most teachers like to ask this, ठीक है. सबसे पहले लिख दो क्रॉनिक ब्रोंकाइटिस, सीओपीडी, ठीक है. सेकंड वन ब्रोंकिक्टेसिस, ब्रोंकिक्टेसिस. उसके बाद लंग कैंसर, ब्रोंकोजेनिक कार्सिनोमा. फोर्थ कॉज इज पल्मोनरी टीबी, ठीक है. If anyone has studied TB in detail, they'll know about Rasmussen aneurysm, ठीक है. अगर पढ़ा है तो डिटेल में टीबी. There's a thing called Rasmussen aneurysm जो लेट स्टेज टीबी में होता है. उसकी वजह से blood vessels eroded and you'll have solid blood in your cough, ठीक है. I'll just text it down. Rasmussen aneurysm. This is what it's called. All right. So yeah, TB fourth cause and pulmonary embolism, ठीक है. Pulmonary embolism. So I'll repeat. What are the conditions in which तुमको खून मिलेगा, blood मिलेगा in your cough, ठीक है. Chronic bronchitis का वेरिएंट COPD वाला. उसके बाद में ब्रोंकिक्टेसिस, उसके बाद में ब्रोंकोजेनिक कार्सिनोमा, उसके बाद में pulmonary tuberculosis and finally pulmonary embolism. All right. Fine guys, we are done with SOC. Yeah, we are done with character. No, this was. We'll come to R. Yeah. Rasmussen aneurysm, inflammatory pseudoannular dilatation of branch of pulmonary adjacent. There are certain massive hemoptysis from the rupture. Yeah, makes sense. सही है. List again. Fine. Causes of blood and cough. COPD, chronic bronchitis वाला variant. Bronchiectasis, ठीक है. Bronchogenic carcinoma, pulmonary tuberculosis, and pulmonary embolism. Fine. I'll give you guys like half a minute to write it down. हाँ स्पाइरो नॉन प्रोडक्टिव कफ है तो तू HOPI में ही बोलता नॉन प्रोडक्टिव कफ. नॉन प्रोडक्टिव और ड्राई कफ. टीचर्स विल बी मोर देन हैप्पी विद दैट. So you don't need to go into this फालतू 5 points. Color, quality, foul tasting, foul odor, quantity. ठीक है. सूखा कफ बोल दो. So the patient complains of dry coughing. That's it. Job done. Yeah. All right. Fine. We are done with S. We are done with O. We are done with C. Radiation. It doesn't make any sense. What is radiation of cuff? So we ignore R वाला point. ठीक है? There's nothing called radiation of cuff. ठीक है? Now we'll come to associated features. ठीक है? Socrates का A. ठीक है? We'll come to A. Alright? Associated features. ठीक है? यार सबसे cardiac cuff eliminate कर दो, like we did with breathlessness. Your first priority in any respiratory case should be to eliminate cardiovascular causes. ठीक है? So same जो हमने बोला था. Ask the patient for any history of dyspnea, orthopnea, PND, palpitations, chest pain, ankle swelling to rule out congestive cardiac failure. I'll repeat myself. Associated symptoms, your first priority is to eliminate symptoms. CVS को हटा, ठीक है? CVS को हटाने के लिए what do we ask? We ask for dyspnea. Don't ask dyspnea. Dyspnea तो respiratory causes में भी मिलता है. Rather ask for orthopnea, PND, palpitations, chest pain, ankle swelling. Right? Am I clear? हमने CVS को eliminate कर दिया. So that now we can focus on respiratory causes. ठीक है? All right. चलो, let us pinpoint respiratory causes now. ठीक है? This is going to be more or less similar to what we have discussed yesterday. If you're thinking it's cancer or TB, ठीक है? All right. If you're thinking it's bronchogenic carcinoma, या तुमको लग रहा है pulmonary tuberculosis है, दोनों में constitution features same होता है, ठीक है? There will be history of weight loss, there will be history of fever, there will be history of night sweats, and there will be history of anorexia. ठीक है? मैं बताता हूँ वापस. I'll put it in a better manner. Fever, night sweats, anorexia, weight loss. Common to bronchogenic carcinoma and pulmonary tuberculosis. All right, I'll repeat it once more. Important points: anorexia, weight loss, fever, night sweats. Common points in both pulmonary tuberculosis and bronchogenic carcinoma. ठीक है? All right, fine. Let's move on to interstitial lung disease. Spirocancer has night sweats because inflammatory cytokines release होता है. Inflammatory cytokines release होते हैं, especially during the night. So this is the reason for both weight loss as well as you sweating during the nights. ठीक है? उसकी वजह से night sweats होता है. If you're asking me any specific interleukin, I think it's interleukin 2 और TNF alpha भी release होता है. ठीक है? Yeah, IL-2 and TNF alpha. But don't worry, teachers won't go into theory. Please take care. So just let it be. All right. Fine. Yeah, I was talking about ILD, same as yesterday. तुमको ऑक्यूपेशनल हिस्ट्री पूछनी पड़ेगी. सिलिकोसिस, एस्बेस्टोसिस, कोल वर्कर्स न्यूमोकोनियोसिस, वो तुमको स्ट्रेट फॉरवर्ड मिल जाएगी हिस्ट्री में व्हेन यू आस्क फॉर ऑक्यूपेशन अंडर पेशेंट डिटेल्स. सो डोंट वरी अबाउट दैट. बट अगर र्यूमेटोलॉजिकल कॉज है, सो आस्क फॉर स्किन रैशेस, ओरल अल्सर्स एंड जॉइंट पेन. ठीक है? स्किन रैशेस, ओरल अल्सर्स, जॉइंट पेन, इंटरस्टिशियल लंग डिजीज, इफ यू आर सस्पेक्टिंग र्यूमेटोलॉजिकल कॉज. ऑलराइट, ठीक है. ऑलराइट, उसके बाद associated features में you have to ask for any chest pain, pleuritic type of chest pain. All right, if the cough is associated with any chest pain. Yesterday मैंने description दिया था pleuritic type of chest pain का. Chest pain will increases on inspiration and is relieved on expiration. That is called pleuritic type of chest pain. ठीक है? ये किस में मिलेगा? ठीक है? Pleuritic type of chest pain of course हमको chronic causes में नहीं मिलता. Chronic causes are very stable in nature. They won't have chest pain per se. Pleuritic type of chest pain में फटाफट से लिख दो: pneumonia, pulmonary embolism, pleural effusion. There's only 3 causes, nothing more. Pneumonia, pleural effusion, and pulmonary embolism. ठीक है? I'll repeat myself. Pleuritic type of person comes to you with cough. बंदे को chest pain का भी complaint लेके आ रहा है. ठीक है? Person is coming to with chest pain also. Immediately तुम्हारा ध्यान जाना चाहिए towards pneumonia, pleural effusion और pulmonary embolism. All right? Fine. All right. ठीक है. So associated features में next one is wheezing. ठीक है. See, people actually confuse with wheezing. Wheezing का जो oscillatory component है उसको ronchi बोलते हैं. ठीक है. Wheezing का जो oscillatory component है उसको ronchi बोलते हैं. एंड द wheezing that you're able to hear without a stethoscope उसको wheezing ही बोलते हैं, ठीक है. So wheezing is the duration, alright. So why does wheezing occur, ठीक है. I hope you guys know what wheezing sounds like. Just go to YouTube and type down wheezing asthmatic kid का, ठीक है. It's a very typical sound, alright. ठीक है. So if the person or the person का mother gives you history of wheezing, ठीक है. What is the concept of wheezing? Wheezing होता है narrow airways की वजह से, ठीक है. And what are the conditions in which your airways being narrowed down, ठीक है. So if you guys go down to your list of causes, मैंने तुमको chronic cough में airway के causes बताए थे, ठीक है. So all of them, basically all of them, ठीक है. Asthma, COPD, bronchiectasis, bronchogenic carcinoma, all right. And then there's one special cause, congestive cardiac failure, because congestive cardiac failure में airways का edematous narrowing होता है, ठीक है. Fluid first gets collected into your alveoli, और फिर alveoli के बाद fluid gets collected into your small bronchioles, bronchi as well, ठीक है. इस वजह से wheezing मिलेगी, ठीक है. So very easy to explain. Wheezing होता क्यों है? Due to narrowing of the airways. And what are the causes in which airways are affected? ठीक है. Those are asthma, COPD, bronchiectasis, bronchogenic carcinoma, and congestive cardiac failure. All right. So yeah, we are done with associated features. SOCRA. T is timing. Timing is basically same as ODP. So I won't go into detail again. ठीक है. Timing is same as onset, duration, progress. We'll come to. अच्छा wait. ठीक है. क्या हुआ? जी हाँ, सेम कॉजेज जो मैंने इसमें बताए थे. अंडर एयरवे के कॉजेज अंडर क्रॉनिक अस्थमा, सीओपीडी, congestive cardiac failure, asthma, COPD, bronchitis, bronchogenic carcinoma, and one additional point, congestive cardiac failure. Right? Shit, the session is going on for too long. चलो, there's only 5 minutes का content left. निपटा देते जल्दी. Write it down quickly. ठीक है. SOCRAT. Let's come to E, exacerbating and relieving factors. ठीक है. Exacerbating and relieving factors. And exacerbating factors फटाफट से लिख दो. एक्सरसाइज, ठीक है. एक्सरसाइज में लिख दो asthma and congestive cardiac failure. If you exercise and you're having cough due to asthma or congestive cardiac failure, it will worsen. All right. फटाफट से, इसमें कोई लॉजिक नहीं, जल्दी जल्दी लिख दो. asthma and congestive cardiac failure, ठीक है. Seasonal variation, winters. What are we talking about? We are talking about Socrates का E वाला part, that is exacerbating and relieving factors. Exacerbating factors में मैंने तुमको बताया exercise में asthma and congestive cardiac failure का cough will worsen due to exercise. Next thing, write down seasonal variation, which is winter, that is asthma, which has already been discussed. ठीक है. Third point under exacerbating factors is, does your cough worsen with meals? ठीक है. Does your cough worsen with meals, after meals, and तुमको heartburn हो रहा है क्या? ठीक है. Pretty clear, gastroesophageal reflux disease. ठीक है. जल्दी लिखो, there's nothing to understand here. ठीक है. Coughing that is worsened after meals, that is associated with heartburn, is gastroesophageal reflux disease. ठीक है. All right. And relieving factors में बस एक ही factor, does your cough relieve with inhalers? It's pretty clear, it's asthma. ठीक है. अब फुसफुस लेते हो गया, फुसफुस के साथ कफ रिलीफ हो जाती है, ब्रेथलेसनेस रिलीव हो जाती है क्या? ठीक है. दैट इज हाउ यू आस्क. फुसफुस लेते हो गया, ठीक है. I say inhalers, they give me a very blank look. All right. So if you're coughing, is your breathlessness relieved on inhalers? Straightforward diagnosis, asthma. All right. Fine. हाँ, वो लेके ही आ जाएंगे. Exactly. So your diagnosis is pretty clear. ठीक है. भाई तू मीटर डोज इनहेलर्स बोलेगा ना, तेरे को मार पड़े वाइवा में. मत, डोंट गो टू से दैट. ठीक है. -5 marks. Yes, for saying MDR. Don't say that. All right. We almost done. उसके बाद में हिस्ट्री में तुमको और ऑक्यूपेशनल हिस्ट्री वो तो तुमको दे देंगे. ऑक्यूपेशनल हिस्ट्री काफी क्लियर. तुम स्टार्टिंग में पेशेंट डिटेल्स के टाइम भी पूछते हो. You don't need to stress on. And family history. Family history में तुमको family history of any malignancy or family history of asthma. Only two important points. Cancer can be hereditary and asthma can be hereditary. So family history में only these 2 points. All right. Fine. Are we clear? Occupational history, family history में malignancy and asthma. Right. So this we are done with cough, guys. Okay. I hope you took notes properly. If anyone hasn't, you guys can post your notes के picture and yeah. Chalo. I think